system capabilities. This test message has been initiated by National Alert and Warning Authority in coordination with emergency alert system participants, including broadcast, cable, satellite, and wireline participants in your area. Had this been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by emergency information, news, or instruction. This is only a test. We now return you to regular programming.
Where is it? Where is it?
After all, so many of you, I'm quite sure, at about 15 minutes to 4 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time, turned on the television and watched with us in horror as a tornado dipped out of the sky. And at first you thought, oh, this funnel cloud, that's cool. It's a wide open area. I'm actually seeing a funnel cloud develop and then turn into a tornado when it hits the ground, maybe for the first time ever. We don't live in Tornado Alley. And there it goes, and then it's wider, and it's deeper, and it goes farther and farther, and suddenly there's a city, and you're still watching. And suddenly the tornado has passed, and this is what it's left behind, and there aren't enough choppers to show you all of the area. All we know is some areas are fine. Those are the areas that are destroyed. But those areas where this slow-moving monster of a funnel cloud actually went through are left in many cases reduced to nothing. I know you're not near a monitor, but I'm guessing viewers are with me watching what's happening on the screen in utter horror. People who are in their short-sleeve white shirts and their yellow shirts and their blue jackets who just a little while ago lived in a town with their neighbors and this morning sent their kids off to school are now on top of piles of completely unrecognizable debris, and they are moving from one place to another, pieces of plywood and insulation and sheetrock, and in the center of it all are working with extreme urgency, and you wonder, and all concentrating on one area, and you wonder, are they hearing sounds from beneath this? Are they digging in this one place because they know of somebody who needs help? And there is no ambulance roaring to the rescue. There's no fire truck, no police department coming here with lightning speed. There's no way for that to happen. Roads are blocked, phone lines are down, cell towers are off, there are fires here and there, schools have been leveled, and residents are in trying to help their neighbors and removing this and that and the other thing, hoping to find somebody alive. We can hope that when all of this is over, that every resident of this area, across all of these many miles, in an area that is as wide as 2 miles at some point, that every single person made it to shelter, and that every single person is fine. But it would be safe to assume that with something of this magnitude, the reports of days to come may be quite sad indeed. You don't even know what this pile was, or how many more piles there are. Because one thing that I can tell you with absolute certainty is that when you see it from the air, you cannot know how bad it was because the camera lens is not wide enough to show you how far and wide it stretches. You can only know that if you sit there and process it yourself and realize, okay, it traveled this far across this densely populated area. And in the screen, which I can see right now, which might be, maybe this is 100 yards wide, that shot.
Where is it?
Just across of the front of a building.
Where is
I see cars where they don't belong. I see debris that may have come from elsewhere. I see a roof ripped off. And as the chopper camera widens out, I see people wandering about. I see debris from somewhere. And as he continues to pan, eventually I'll see another neighborhood where home after home after home after home is reduced to rubble. How do you begin to coordinate a rescue here? So many of you are tweeting, how can I help in rural Oklahoma? What can I do as I watch this unfold all afternoon? After all, so many of you, I'm quite sure, at about 15 minutes to 4 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time, turned on the television and watched with us in horror as a tornado dipped out of the sky. And at first you thought, oh, this funnel cloud, that's cool. It's a wide open area. I'm actually seeing a funnel cloud develop and then turn into a tornado when it hits the ground, maybe for the first time ever. We don't live in Tornado Alley. And there it goes, and then it's wider, and it's deeper, and it goes farther and farther, and suddenly there's a city, and you're still watching. And suddenly the tornado has passed, and this is what it's left behind, and there aren't enough choppers to show you all of the area.
They're saying about 16 mile an hour winds or so. 32. Those are, again, guys, this
Comes true. It is the worst case scenario, John. Now, we still have days to go and a lot of information to kind of input into this tracking. But right now, this storm looks like it's going to be headed for millions of people. It's going to be a transitioning system, meaning that perfect storm type scenario. A tropical storm that transitions into an extratropical storm because a cold front, a very powerful Arctic cold front, is going to interact with the system and draw it in towards the northeast, a very rare meteorological situation. So this could be historic, folks. If you live across the East Coast, from the Mid-Atlantic up to Maine and Eastern Canada, you need to be paying very, very close attention to your local forecast. Still a Category 2. We just got the 11 o'clock advisory. It was a Category 3 major hurricane overnight, so it rapidly intensified within hours. Take a look at the latest track. As you can see, Category 2 moving through the Bahamas. It hugs the coast from to millions upon millions of people. And this could cause extensive, catastrophic damage. I'm not just standing here making this stuff up. I want people to really pay attention to this because, again, this could be worst case scenario.